Live in a minute. Oh my god. Boom, 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 boom. Am I live yet? No, I am. Here, I'ma like the video. Or the stream. Woohoo, we got one like. Yeah, I haven't posted in a while. Well, to be fair, I haven't posted at all in a while. And primarily the reason why I haven't posted is because I've been busy. And I am still busy. I probably won't be posting again for a while. Again. But let me tell you this. I'm probably still gonna make a video on this. I watched the show The Magicians, sci-fi show, sci-fi the TV network, The Magicians, and I binge watched it full. I binge watched the first 3 seasons in 3 days, and then throughout this week, because I was working, I watched the second, third, fourth, and fifth season. And the show is very good. If I think season okay, so let me start. Season 1 starts. I saw season 1 prior, but I rewatched the whole series. And because I only watched season 1 like when it first came out, and then after season 1 I fell off, like I got busy and stuff, I think, or I just lost interest, but it was listed on Netflix. And I was looking for something to watch because I had just finished watching I think I was watching a different show, I can't remember. But season 1 was good. Season 2 was great. Now, I think the shift in motion from season 1 and 2 and then towards the end of 2, I think they saw the feedback, and I think a lot of people might have complained that there was too many like sex scenes or something, because a majority of season 1 and 2, well, towards the end of season 1 and then most of season 2 was just sex stuff, relationship stuff, and I'm just like, cool. And then season 3 it changed. Season 3 changed the way the show was. So season 3 was more like story driven, and I liked that. Season 4 was very good. The ending of they could have so I the ending of season 4, they could have ended the show there, and I was afraid to watch season 5 of The Magicians because the ending of season 4 um it ends so well, and I think they did plan to end it there. But they had a season 5, and I was scared to watch season 5 because season 5, the way usually when shows end on a good note, or it feels like it ends on a good note, but there's still more, you're just like, it's gonna ruin it. They're gonna ruin it somehow. And I liked season 5, but you could tell people wanted a season 6, and it got canceled. And I think they're planning to do a season 6, but it got canceled. But season 5 was such a mess. I liked it though. That's the thing. I liked it mainly because of the story stuff. But it was sort of all over the place, and it introduced new characters for no reason. And they did that just to fill plot holes, and that kind of felt upsetting. Um some things I didn't understand was Julia and Penny, they'd have their magic, then they don't have it, then they get it, and they don't have it. I'm just like, it's confusing because they said in season 5 or 4, I can't remember, that Penny didn't have magic. But then he could still do magic in season 4. He just couldn't teleport. And I was so confused. I was like, so does he have magic? Like he just can't teleport? Like they weren't clear on that. And then same thing with Julia. She became a goddess, and then they alluded to the fact that her magic was taken away. But it wasn't. She just lost her goddess powers, but or something. They made it so all. It's kind of doesn't make sense with that, and it just I don't know. It just that was kind of like a weird situation with that, and I think there was a multiverse and timeline stuff that they kept alluding and going back to, and I don't think they tried to do it well, but I think the way that they did it with how it affects the future, I think they kind of messed that up because it didn't exactly work the way that I think they thought it would. Because there were so many things that would have changed such that they did some changes in the past that would have affected the future, but the future wasn't affected that much. In which in reality, the way the butterfly effect works is if they affect a minor thing, the entire future changes. But that didn't really happen. The only thing that changed was what they needed to fit the plot, which is kind of like plot armor, and it's just like it's not true to the story. And then um Elliot was my favorite character. Elliot was my favorite character. Who else was a good character? I didn't so at first I didn't like Josh, but I then his personality grew on me. Because he became more of a key character. And Fen is my favorite character also. Quentin is not my favorite character. I feel like a lot of the show was revolved around a lot more of the ending of the show is so anticlimactic. The of season 5. He brought they brought back this character. He's supposed to be the hello. I'm talking about the show The Magicians, the sci-fi show. It's on Netflix also. Um they brought back what's his name? The Beast. The Chatwin, I forget. Oh my god, I forgot his name. And they brought him back in season 5 towards the end, but he doesn't. Yeah, and did you watch DHMIS though? I don't know what that is. Um they brought him back, but they didn't do anything with him. The what it ended on such a anticlimactic ending with season 5, and I don't know why. Like they had no. Don't hug me, I'm scared. No, I know they have a TV show, but I haven't seen it. If it's on a service, I might see it at some point in the future, but I don't know. I'm surprised it hasn't really been on YouTube. I guess they're really on that copy striking. I watched all the episodes. I watched the YouTube episodes, but I haven't seen the TV show episodes. I hope it's doing good. And I don't know if they're doing this on the streaming service. I haven't really checked. I don't watch TV that much. I only watch shows, and most times when I watch shows, I like to watch when they're finished because I like to binge watch because I don't like waiting. I think for me, the when I was a kid, I used to like wait every week to watch Pokemon on TV. Like or like whenever new episodes came out, I was always like hyped. I was like, I need to watch it tonight. The new episode comes out tonight or this morning or whatever. But as I grow older, I've realized like it's so much better to binge watch a show because I become more and I get more involved in the story in the show. Whereas like if I wait week by week, it's like I then forget. I'm getting spoilers away from someone getting the spoilers. I'm getting the spoilers away from someone who's watching the DHMIS. Uh, um, but yeah, I don't really watch TV shows that much anymore. I like to watch Netflix series or other. I need to get my Hulu subscription back. I'll probably get it back in a few weeks. I disabled it because I wasn't watching it, but who knows? Hulu might have some good stuff now. Because Netflix, as much as people hate on Netflix, Netflix does have some decent shows. But the issue is, once you watch those shows, there's nothing else. Like, that's the thing. Netflix doesn't consistently. What's your favorite? I think mine's the yellow guy. I mean, I don't know. I personally don't really care about Hug Me, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. You know, it's a cool show, cool videos, but I mean, I'm not really into it like that. I don't really care. Um, but yeah, Netflix has a like there. I've yet to watch the show Wednesday. That show is apparently very good. But I feel like the show Wednesday is kind of overhyped. Um, a show that's good is called The Boys. I think that's on HBO, I think, or something. I don't know. Showtime maybe. That's a good show. Oh no, that's on Amazon. Amazon Prime actually. The Boys. And then um what's another one that I've watched recently? Trying to think. Um there's a lot of shows that I've yet to watch. I feel like I could like let me go on Netflix now actually. I'm on my other phone here. Cuz I just let's see what Netflix has. Alice in Borderland. They do have 2 seasons. Um when did season 2 come out? Um Glass Onion. Apparently this is a good is this a movie? I might watch it. Glass Onion. Apparently it looks like an interesting movie. But Netflix, the issue with Netflix is they always have shows, but like they don't finish them. Or they have like when it comes to cartoon movies or shows, like Yu-Gi-Oh. Sometimes or like not Yu-Gi-Oh, Naruto. They have Shippuden. They had Shippuden, but they don't have every season. And I'm just like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of having these shows if you're not gonna have every season? It's so stupid. The Flash has 8 seasons. Jesus, who the hell's watching these? 8 seasons of The Flash. I don't know if I could. The Flash has never really been that interesting. Oh, but this Flash, the Flash. This is the one with the terrible CGI. Yeah, I don't want to watch that. I forgot. Netflix has video games now. Where's their Oh, but they have see the okay, season 11 of The Walking Dead comes January 6th. That's the issue. The Walking Dead. They I've been trying to watch The Walking Dead for so long on Netflix, but they didn't have every season on there, and they were like 3 seasons behind at a time at some point. Now they're 1 season behind, I think. But they're so far behind. I was like, what's the point of watching it if it's not on here? Like, it's so stupid. I think I did watch Key and Peele on here. I did binge watch that. Or was it on here? I think I binge watched it on Hulu. Can't remember. But they have shorts or something. First laughs. What is this? Yeah, they have they have Netflix shorts on here. That's crazy. Lucifer. I heard this was a good series, but I don't know. Lucifer has never been um I should have a Hulu still installed, right? Let's see. It's gonna ask me to log into my Hulu, but I'm not gonna set up my Hulu right now. It's you wait, Intergalactic. Does this have the is this the Kid Cudi? This is with the Kid Cudi soundtrack, Intergalactic. Love, Death, Robots. I heard this was very good. Oh, the anime on Netflix is terrible. They need to just. You season 4 comes out February. All of Us Are Dead. Sounds stupid. Squid Games. It's crazy to think Squid Games came out in 2021. Feels like it came out so long ago. But yep. Hold on. All right. What? See, the issue with this is I'm just trying to see. Netflix doesn't have. Oh wait, is this? Yeah, here it is. Movies. Let me go to TV shows and see what TV shows Netflix has. Alice in Borderlands. I guess that season 2 came out. I saw like an episode of season 1 of Alice in Borderland. Um, but I don't know. Naruto. I've already watched most of Naruto. If they add Boruto, then sure. Harry and Meghan, the royal family. The Circle social media competition sounds stupid. They had Ned's Declassified on here. Interesting. Forged in Fire. This actually might be a cool show to watch. Only 31 episodes though. Is it Cake? Is this a Netflix original? It's stupid. Um, let's see. Casual viewing. Continue watching. I do not want to continue watching. I am done watching these shows. Psychological TV dramas. I love these. See, I've already seen it. The Blacklist. 9 seasons. Holy shit. Interesting. 10 episodes. Okay. 1899. 8 episodes. Mindhunter. Yeah, some of these might be interesting. I like sci-fi type shows slash movies. The Order. This might be interesting. The Order. I wonder if it's based off of The Order. A lot of Netflix movies or episodes are like hour long. Oh, so The Magicians, their runtimes were like 35 minutes to like 48 minutes. I think there's one episode that was an hour, but that's one thing I hated when they had a season finale and it was like 37 minutes or something. I'm like, what the hell? It's a season finale. Go all out. Let's see, The Travelers. Oh, I know, it's just Travelers. Honestly, some of these shows. Oh, you know what I need to watch, or I might rewatch and then watch, is Agents of Shield. I think I saw all of it except the last season or the last two seasons. I can't remember if they had. I knew I'm missing one season, but I can't remember if they had another season after that. Arrow, Green Arrow. Jesus Christ, that had 8 seasons. What is keeping these shows alive? Holy shit. Ragnarok, 2 seasons. Cyberpunk, 10 episodes. That's a good one. Is this a show? I Zombie was that was 5 seasons. I thought that was it's that probably got corny though. I feel like I saw a movie of that or they made a movie, but I also feel like that show would get very corny. They have One Piece on here. 13 seasons. So let's see though. They don't even have they have seasons by their things though. I never watched One Piece, read One Piece. I know some of the characters, but I don't care about One Piece. They have Seven Deadly Sins on here. They have Death Note. I might rewatch Death Note. Death Note I've watched so many times, but the thing about Death Note is it's such a perfect anime. Cobra Kai's listed as a superhero. Cobra Kai. I've already seen it though. A limited series. JoJo's Bizarre Archive 81. Interesting. Baki. Isn't that a game? Resident Evil. What is this? Legacies. Irreverent TV comedies. Interesting. It's so weird that Big Mouth has 6 seasons. What is keeping that show in business? Community, 6 seasons. Orange is the New Black. Arrested Development. Sex Education. Some of these shows are weird. Yo, what's up? I'm just looking at Netflix at TV shows or just shows in general. Because I just finished watching The Magicians and now I'm just like I need something else. My I'm itching to watch something else. Like and I'm just looking. I need to reactivate my Hulu. I'm gonna do that next week. Because Netflix doesn't have a lot of. They have shows, but they don't like. Once I finish like the main shows that they have, they don't have a lot. And they do a lot more shows than in movies, and that's what I like Hulu about is Hulu has movies. I need to activate like my Hulu again, probably get the Amazon Prime again, but who knows? Like they had Pokemon Journeys or Pokemon like they had the Pokemon series on here, but they don't have all the episodes, and that's the one thing I hate about Netflix is they don't keep up with the episodes of shows. 13 Reasons Why, that was a good show, but looking like I think me and my friends, we rewatched 13 Reasons Why last year, and rewatching it made me realize this show was it was good for when it came out, but it's trash. It's a trash show. But I'm just trying to see. All right, TV shows ain't cutting it. Let's see what animes they got, because we know Netflix is the best anime site. New releases. Pokemon Ultimate Journeys, the series. Oh, it's got two little Eevees on the cover. That's so cute. They had a good show on here. They had Erased, most liked. They had a good show on a good anime show on Netflix. I wonder if they still have it. And I think a second season was confirmed for it too. Um, Trying to find it here and see. Let's see. I personally don't like a lot of anime. They have look. They have Attack on Titan, but they don't have everything. That's the issue. Attack on Titan's not listed on. They don't have all the episodes. I'm just like, what's just take it off then. You're wasting my time. Code, because I saw Attack on Titan up to what season 4 this year, and then I think it stopped or something, or there's another season. I honestly don't know. I remember I would have to rewatch the beginning of season 4 because I remember it vividly. Um, but it was good. But I just hated that I it just stopped. I was just like I was kind of like, oh man, Code Geass, that's a good show. Code Geass is a good show, but it's a hard one to rewatch. I find it very hard to go back to. A good show to rewatch was Future Diary. Um, I like the sci-fi like animes. Bunny Girl Senpai. I don't like to watch a lot of animes because they aren't. It feels like unless it's like because I want to watch like sort of like sometimes like romantic stuff, but like in animes, they start touching some weird areas. I'm just like I don't know because I do like what the hell is this show called? Um, oh my God, I can't. High School DxD. That is a great anime. Oh my God. I watched that like 2 years ago. Oh my God. And there's another season too that's been waiting to come out for 2 years now. Hopefully they bring it out. Because High School DxD is such a good anime. Um, Bro, scrolling on Netflix, I just feel like I'm just scrolling in circles here. They have like all the Bakugans on here. It's so weird. Oh, and then yeah, the beginning of this year, I had like I think a big anime surge, and I just watched like 4 animes in a row. Um, because I just felt I just had an urge to watch them. I watched Future. I rewatched Future Diary. I watched what was it? Attack on Titan. I watched what else did I watch? There was another show that I watched. I can't remember. It had something to do with powers. I think it was on my Hulu. This side scrolling stuff on Netflix is so annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I wish they just had it listed or a view more. I'm not trying to like is there a way to just view all the animes? Like, oh my god, this shit's so annoying. Alright. Instead of animes, let's see what else they have. Sci-fi and fantasy for TV shows. Sci-fi. The Rain. Biohackers. Trying to find a show that would be worth watching, worth my time. They keep recommending Black Mirror, but I've already seen it. And we haven't had a new Black Mirror in 3 years. I don't think we're getting. The last time we had Black Mirror was we only got 3 episodes, so I don't. I think Black Mirror is done, as far as I'm aware. Oh, and they did a movie too, which that movie was kind of interesting. That movie was very cool for Netflix, but it's like, eh. Let's see. Let's see. Stranger Things. Oh yeah, we I watched that also. Oh, they do have The Magicians. That's right next to Stranger Things. Let's go. Beyond Stranger Things. It's hard to like watch a show and then get into another one of that similar state. So, like with movies, it's easy because you know the ending. But like with shows, you become so involved in it. Like you're just like in that world. It's like reading a book. It's hard to like read all of Harry Potter and then jump into another wizard book and your mind is so involved in the Harry Potter world, you're just like, "Oh, you're reading this other wizard book. Where's all the other wands and stuff?" Do, do, do. They keep trying to recommend the show Wednesday and I don't want to watch it. Ooh. Romantic TV shows. Supernatural fantasy TV, The Magicians. The Magicians, such a good show. I just wish they ended it on season 4. Because season 5 felt like such a clusterfuck of trying to wrap up loose ends that in reality didn't. Because it's like and they introduced like 3 to 4 new characters for absolutely no reason. Just to clean up loose ends. Like, oh my god. Oh, the Umbrella Academy. I watched that this year too. Can't wait for season 4. The Umbrella Academy. Oh my god. That's such a good show. I binge watched that one too. Oh my god. I think I finished that in a week. So many I feel like watching shows for me is like the equivalent of reading a book. Like it's so much easier to just read just watch a show. And I wanna read books again because I do have some books that I picked out that I wanna read, but I just haven't gotten time to because I've been all over the place this year, and, I wanna read them, and I'll probably be reading them next year when I get time, and I, I don't know, I feel like audiobooks are if it's not done in a proper way, I don't know if I wanna do an listen to an audiobook because it'd be weird, because audiobooks can only do so much. I need to shave again. Oh my god. This shit growing like crazy. I might just shave it all off or trim it down. I don't know. But that's gonna be it for the stream actually. Because I did pick out some shows, which where's my thing? My list. Um which one do I want to watch? Senior year. Why is this on my list? I'm probably. Oh, you know one thing I didn't ever checked on? I never checked on the movies. Oh, they do have Bullet Train on here. I already watched that. Oh, they have Matilda the musical. That sounds cringe. Oh, they do have Shutter Island. That's such a good movie. The Invitation. Pinocchio. Is this the? Oh, this is the real life Pinocchio one. Interesting. Horror movies. Let's see. They usually have. The horror movies that I've seen on Netflix. I've already seen Brahms, The Boy 2. I've already seen it. The Boy. I've already seen it. Countdown. Seen it. Blair Witch. Seen it. Death Note. Seen it. Um. Let's see. The Babysitter. It's cringe. Fear Street Part 1. Trash. The Bye Bye Man. Seen it. The Bye Bye Man was kind of trash, not gonna lie. Unfriended, seen it. Eli, I think I've seen this. Yeah, I've already seen Eli. Let's see. Resident Evil, don't care about. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, don't care about. Hush, I'm pretty sure I've seen this. I have not seen that, but it does not matter. Before I Wake. Don't think I've seen that. His House, let's see. His House. I've not seen it, but I'll add it to the list. Piranha, don't care. Incident in Ghostland. Let's see. Don't care. Alright, none of these are loading. That's it's kind of annoying. Action movies. Let's see. Bullet Train, seen it. Rush Hour. Is this the one with Jackie Chan? It is. Oh, I actually want to see that. 21 Jump Street, seen it. Uncharted, seen it. Morbius, don't care about. Men in Black, seen it. I love movies. There's so many. I want to make a list of movies that I've seen and not seen. Like, cause I've watched a lot of movies, and I think it would be so cool to make a list of movies that I've seen. I don't want to exactly do reviews of it because I'm more into like music and listening to music and stuff. But I think it would be cool to have, and I might do this. I want to make a site, a personal site, because a lot of people when they make personal sites, they do like, oh, here's my resume, here's the projects I've done, here's all this, here's that, blah 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 blah. I kind of want to do a site where I just talk about things. Sort of like a blog, but not really, because I want to do like, here's all the movies I've watched, and then organize it in a way that you could see like the movies like release in alphabetical and all that. Here's all the animes I've watched. Here's all the music albums I've listened to. Um, I think it'd be very cool because I like listening to music, but I don't like if I listen to a new album, I sort of want to listen to it like because a lot of albums I just listen on repeat and stuff, but or songs. But when I listen to an album first through, I sort of want to pay attention and listen through it. So I think that would be very cool to do. The issue is it would take a lot of time. Um, but I think there might be a way I can do that also throughout the years. I think that would be cool. And there would be a cool way that I could do this for a site. And the thing is, I could use WordPress, but I don't know if I want to do that. Because something about sites that look old sometimes scream out cool. So I think if I do a simple site, simple bootstrap site, and I just do movies that I've seen, and I just list the movies. And the site doesn't even have to be anything special. I'm not like looking to put ads on the site or advertise the site because it'd be a personal site. And I could put on the site my websites, and I put music randomizer, music tier list, music brackets, my social medias, all this other stuff. And I think it'd be very cool. And I could build an admin panel where it would be very easy to update, push an update to this, like add a new artist to this, or not new artist, a new album that I listened to, new and for it's not gonna be like so extravagant either. I would do like album name, date listened, um, of course some albums I've listened to already, so maybe I'll just re-listen to it and put it on there. Movies, I'll put probably movies watched, but then at that point people are like, if you watch the movie, why don't you just do like reviews? It's like, well, my opinion doesn't really. For me, a movie, it's not that much. Some movies don't mean too much to me. So like, I'll watch a movie and I'm like, meh. Like horror. There's a lot of horror movies that I've watched that I'm just like, eh. I personally don't care. Like sometimes I watch movies just to fill up time, just to waste time. You know. And I think that's probably a lot of things I do with shows and stuff is I just watch them to waste time. And so to do a full review, it's like, well, now I have to be prepared. I've put a responsibility on myself during my like experience watching it, and that I don't want. Because then I gotta think about like, is this movie's acting good? Is the soundtrack good? Is the plot is the plot good? Is the direction of like the progression good? You know? The cliffhanger, like is it like the beginning and cliffhangers good? Is the length of the episode good? Like is the pacing good? Like I have to think of all these things. Is there too many characters? Is there not enough characters? Is the it's just so many things that I just don't want to do. When I watch a movie, I just watch it, follow along the plot, and that's it. And that's the thing, like with music, like I like music a lot for the lyrics, and there's some stuff I want to try and do with the music stuff for the lyrics. And this is why I like hip hop music and rap music, is because I love the way the lyrics connect to each other when they rhyme, they use the syllables, they slant the words, they do half rhymes, they do like the multi-syllable rhymes, the entendres, double entendres, triple, quadruple, all that. I just love the way I love the way that is, especially with them using the English vocabulary in such a way that some artists will use maybe a Spanish word to fit the rhyme scheme, and so they'll say like, and it'll still make sense. Like they're not just saying it to say it. And there's the beats and all, like just so much with music that I just love, and it's one thing that I could talk about forever. But the thing is, I don't have so much a review for it because it's not. I like to break things down not by album, but I would love to break things down by song. And the thing is, I don't have a lot of time to do that. But there might be a way that these highlight channels that highlight the rhyme schemes and all that, I think that that type of stuff is very cool, and I want to understand how they do that because I want to do that for and if they do that manually, then that's interesting. But I feel like there's got to be like an AI thing that they use. There's no they some of these channels put out so much of that I'm just like, how? There must be some system that they're using to easily do this. And I want to do that for a ton of songs. And then especially talk about the entendres. That's why I liked there's what's his name? Reginald, I think. I think his name is what was it? Reggie. Unabashedly Reggie. And he hasn't posted in 10 months, which is upsetting. And he did a perfect job at breaking down the lyrics of Eminem songs and breaking down the rhyme schemes, the entendres, the wordplay. And I loved his channel for that. And then he stopped uploading. I got upsetting. But I think doing something like that would be very cool as a thing to do in my life. And I do want to pursue that. And I think doing that like would be very cool and having an archive of that. That's why I like doing YouTube streams is because I love having an archive of things of what I'm doing. And I think having a site to do that would be very cool to just talk about the lyrics and stuff and always have that up there. Um, but the thing is that I can ramble. I can go on and I could talk about a song for an hour if it's very good. Like Eminem's Bad Guy, I could break that down, I'll do all that. I could talk for an hour about that song because it's so good. Some songs, probably most 20 minutes, I could probably talk about. And there's just so much that I think at the end of next year, um, I next year I have a lot of stuff planned. And at the end of next year, I want to make sure I have all those things planned done because 2020, what's next year? 2024, want to start my life. Like my, like, pursuing, like, I mean, I've already got my dream job. I want to pursue my like hobbies, like my actual hobbies. Like I've discovered my hobbies, but I have yet to start them because I want to collect CDs. And I have a few, but I don't have a collection yet, I would say. And I think it would be very cool to collect CDs. And I know there are a lot of people that collect CDs and music albums and all that, and their collection will forever be beyond mine that I plan to have. But I think it would be very cool to collect CDs. I don't want to do like cassettes or vinyls because those, those are get too much and but CDs will be nice. And I want to start collecting them. I wouldn't want to do it next year because then because I might splurge and get a lot and not have room for it. But I might want to start because I have an idea of how I want to collect them, and I think it'd be very cool. And I don't even want to do just hip hop. I want to do like country, R&B, pop, all these other things that I can do. And I think it'd be very cool to do CDs. And then I would leave them mostly unopened probably. Um but because CDs, I got a CD once. I think it's the I can't remember, and I opened it, and it was so hard to just get the disc out, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't want to break the CD. I was so scared I was gonna break it. Taking the disc out, I was like, oh my God. So I'm probably gonna leave them closed and just review them online or listen to them online. But I think and that's why I like running a music site, which I've not been running for like 3 months now because I've been busy. But January, I plan to start getting that in motion because, I will have a lot more downtime um, because I don't have school and I've graduated school. And I think I will have a lot more time to focus on the site. I've already written a ton of ideas that I have for the site. Um, I think once I have all those ideas done and all those features done and all, I want to get through it by the end of next year, but realistically, it's going to take up until the end of 2024, realistically. And I plan to, I want to get the automation up and running as soon as I can, but I've yet to test some things, and I also need to like get settled in first, moved it and all. But there's a lot that I want to do with the site that I think by the end of next year I will be ready to fully like automate the site. Like the site will be good. And then also next year I got the other sites I'm going to be focusing on, so I think that will be good. So a lot of my things that I want to do will once I get past the programming stuff, I think the sites will be good on their own. And because there's the programming stuff will take me like, not that long, depending on what it is. There are some stuff, and there was a video that I watched on YouTube that I bookmarked or I saved to my watch it later because it gave me an idea because it had a good thing about SRTs and YouTube's auto translation stuff, and I wanted to see if there was a way to automate some of that stuff and in a way that I don't know. I just feel like there might be a way to automate it in a way that I could get the lyrics, but it wouldn't be 100% accurate. But that's the thing, like research stuff, I gotta do like sort of later on because there's a lot of stuff that I know I can do now that I just need to code it up and put it forward. But there's certain features and ideas that require some research and tests and all that would require some downtime, and I wouldn't have a lot of that because I want to spend my time wisely. And that's primarily what I'm going to be doing on the weekends is coding. Um, but I think Friday nights and Sunday nights I'll be going out or something. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. Just sort of talking, rambling, talking, chatting. I would have started work on the music stuff. Like I was thinking about this the other day or like last week when I was at the hotel in California. I was like thinking to myself, I was like, I felt like I'm not really the type to not be working. And I haven't really been working hard a lot on uh other stuff. Like I've been more relaxed for the past few weeks. And I've just been like, this doesn't feel right. And I knew I didn't want to start working on like my music stuff site, my other project site stuff. I didn't want to start that because I knew I was gonna have to stop and then get back to it like 3 weeks later. So I've been taking a break personally for the past 2 to 3 weeks because I knew the move is gonna be a break on its own and it's gonna be interesting to do. So I think that once I start getting settled in and have a setup, I think I will be good. Because I need to get stuff next weekend, and I don't think I'll be ready to stream yet. Um, Probably won't be ready to fully stream until February because I need to get a lot of house stuff situated with, and I need to figure that out. And then the furniture stuff, like there's so much that I want to get, and then the monitors I need to the two monitors that I have that I'm bringing, those are probably gonna be used at the start, but I want to get brand new ones and figure out what they have, and I need to get the whole desk set up all situated with, and I need to get this workstation set up for my personal work or my personal and my work station set up. Um, Once I get that done, I think things will be good. I do need to get a few things off Amazon. I do need to get. There's a lot of things I need to do, and I haven't really looked at it fully yet because all my stuff, most of my stuff is packed. So I've just kind of like pictured in my head how I want things, but I haven't really thought about how it's going to end up looking like. Because my setup that I had here before in my room was kind of crazy last year, but now I'm just like I don't know if I'm gonna do the same setup or um because I had what 5 monitors and I used them all too. People I had 5 monitors and people were like, "Bro, you're crazy. You're never gonna use." I used them all. People really thought 5 monitors was crazy. I used them all, and I don't know what people want. The thing is, an ideal setup for me is 5 monitors per desk. So I'm gonna have 2 desks, work and then personal. 10 monitors total. Crazy, I know, but which on its own, 10 monitors probably gonna be around 20. Let me think. No, because if it's 500 per monitor, 10 monitors, it's like $2,500. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But the issue is moving them, and that's the issue I had. I had 5 monitors. Now I'm down to two because three of them broke, and I. Oh my god, it's like crazy. But the issue is moving monitors is a pain in the ass because there's no actual case to move monitors in, and I want to create that. And I want to create. I'm not. That's the thing. I'm good at software engineering, but I'm not good at like hardware engineering. And that's one thing I sort of want to do, learn and do at some time, is like 3D print, building things like with my hands and stuff. Like, cause I had fun with Legos and all this other stuff. And that's the one thing I want to do is building things. And when I love watching like Colin Fear's J Laser video, Hacksmith sometimes because there's some of their videos are a bit cringe. But I love these engineering videos like Tom Scott. There's a ton of engineering ones that I like that they just talk about architecture. They talk about like history and stuff, and I just love watching like cool things. Like when it comes to hardware, I love seeing things built. Um, but I build software. That's the issue. So I want to learn how to build things with my hands and stuff. And I think it'd be very cool because but the thing is I would need like another workstation with like the bandsaw, the lathe, the laser printer or the water jet cut. Like there's so many things that I would need that I don't wouldn't have money for because I know some of those things would be tens of thousands of dollars and I'm just like, well, maybe software is the goal because I could spend $1,000 on a laptop and make money doing whatever. So, but I do want to, I'm gonna have, this is the thing, I'm gonna have a desktop and I wanna keep a laptop because laptops are good. And that's what this one I have here next to me is it's gonna be used as a burner, but right now it's sort of like my sort of personal one. But I like laptops and I've always had a laptop. I've never had a desktop PC. And um I think getting a PC will change me because I'm gonna be like I don't know. The thing with the PC is I would always have to walk over to it. With a laptop, I could just move it around and stuff. The issue with laptops is it's a laptop, it can only do so much. PCs and I don't know. And I think a lot of people think like maybe I'm good. Like there's some games, video games that I want to play, but there's some video games that I don't really like care for, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for like video games in the future. Like I think I'm gonna just stick to Pokemon and keep it at that, to be honest. Because like I've bought video games. I have what Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, um I bought all the Dragon Ball Z Fighters DLC stuff, which I think I spent, was it $50 on for things that were a total of like 200, I think. Fighters Pass and all, and I might get into Fighters. I keep memeing about it and I keep saying I'm gonna get into it, but I haven't touched Fighters since I bought it 3, 4 months ago. So there's that. But yeah. Um, I keep rambling. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the stream. Uh, not many people already showed up, but that's I don't really care. These are such an archive because if I ever died, people could just rewatch these, or I don't know if anyone would actually watch these if I died. I think that's the one thing I've always wondered. Like, see, some people go to like some person's last video or last stream and like maybe watch it, but one thing I would like is like if people were to watch like a lot of the stuff I put out throughout the years or throughout the months and all, because a lot of the stuff that I stream when it comes to programming, I want to share that knowledge or share the thought process because a lot of people and some people probably don't care, and that's fine. But a lot of people always want to know, how do you get into programming? How do you what's your thought process? How do you do this? Like, is it just math? Is it just this? And it's hard to explain because it's easy to explain, but it's another to show it. And I think and it's also hard to show it when you like, if you're forced to. It's easier for me to stream it and then just not I'm not forced to stream it, but I want to stream it. And it doesn't matter to me if people watch it. It's an archive for me, for others. And I think that's the one thing I like about YouTube. Uh but I also want to put these on a site so I don't have to worry about the issue with the site, and that's the thing is if I ever died, how does the site stay up? And I want to know how I can do that because there's some stuff that I want to make sure I keep that I know I wouldn't be able to fully keep because I know they sites expire because they don't want URLs to be paid off for eternity because that's how they get rid of URLs or domain names that aren't active anymore. Like, oh, you're not paying for this domain name anymore? We'll just take it back. And that's how domain names become active again, which I think social media accounts should do that too. If a username hasn't been active for over 3 years, add like an underscore, the year, or an underscore like at the end of it, so the username becomes available. Because I think a lot of but the thing is I want a lot of I want my site to live on eternity, but I don't know how to do that. And the only way to really do that is, eventually make it a full company, all this stuff. It gets popular, because it becomes an established name that people know. Because there's so many sites that I'm sure like people started that are out there, but then they die. The site's never to be heard of again. And I'm just like, it pains me that, any memory of you could just be easily taken out like that because you didn't pay for something or someone didn't pay for it, and I just like, how can I find a loophole around this? And it's like you might be able to wonder if you could form a I wonder if there's laws against that though, forming a contract with the the domain site seller to pay them a lump sum at the start, and then they use that throughout their future or whatever to automatically renew the domain name for a set amount of years. Because it's weird to think some of these sites have been around. Was it Facebook and Twitter? Been around for 20 years. Oh, no, almost 20 years. Well, no, 18 years actually. 17 years, I think. But in 50 years from now, will they still be around? Like, it's weird to think about. Like, look at MySpace. MySpace is gone. Look at some of these other ones. Can't remember. But they're just gone. Um but it's like interesting to think, like, where would the sites be? Like, if I could keep a site up and running for 50 plus years, does that mean it's well established? I don't know. Or is it just means I paid for it for 50 years? But I think that'd be very cool to say, hey, my music site has been up and running for 50 years. And by the time it's up and running for 50 years, I will be 70 something, which I'll have arthritis, still be putting songs in the database. Hopefully in 50 years, the site can be fully automated. It should be. If not, there's an issue. um, but that site, I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the stream. I'm just rambling. But yeah, this is the actual end now. All right, goodbye.